my shrimp. Much for joining for tasting time.
Oftentimes, it's recipes, as I mentioned before, handed down from generation to generation, and it has to be taught how to utilize and layer those flavors so they come out just perfectly. The ingredients are fresh, they're roasted, grilled, all kinds of things. So let's jump in and get started. I am going to start with corn tortilla, and this is my queso fundido, chorizo, grilled poblano peppers that are then peeled and cut into strips, some grilled onions, all sauteed up in a Mexican fundido. It is amazing with Chihuahua cheese, topped with a little Greek or Mexican oregano. It's incredible, ooey, gooey, and fun. I always really recommend a corn tortilla with that, because it has like a ground corny flavor that's a lot more rustic, and it presents really well. It's a great combination. Spirit and energy goes into the food, and it's what actually creates half the flavor profile. You need to have good energy going in. So when you're making a dough for an empanada, it's brilliantly worked with and it gets flaky. I have two types here. One's vegetarian, so grilled vegetables, zucchini, squash, peppers, with some cheese. You can eliminate the cheese if you're vegan, no problem. The other is chicken, and I usually serve it, so 1 and 1, I do them half and half. I serve it with a little cilantro creme, dollop of each. Oh, beautiful. That kind of cools it down if you find it a little spicy. And I love it with the tomatillo salsa because it adds that cilantro-y, citrusy brightness, but it also has a little spice. So I'm a big fan, and I am going to take a bite, but it's that pastry that's just beautiful. Those are not to be missed. Truly an amazing dish. Mexican street corn. I didn't know until recently that there's two varieties in the states of Mexico, and depending on what region you're from, sometimes you get it and it's grilled, and sometimes you get it and it's boiled. Fabulous. Now what to do next? The toppings are the same. You can either go with the traditional Mexican mayonnaise glaze, which kind of melts right on there. So you do just like a little bit. Or you can do sour cream if you're afraid of the mayonnaise. Right there. I'm going to try both at the same time. Awesome. And then we top it with queso fresco. So yummy. It sticks to that mayonnaise then. And a little chopped jalapeno, which has been de-seeded, so it's not too spicy for us. As much as you like, depending on your palate. I love the salt element. That just, it makes it pop and come alive. That is so fun. And then, of course, your citrus squeeze line to offset that spicy jalapeno. Which to start with first. I'm much more accustomed to the grilled, so what I'm going to do is start with this one. Picks up those flavors in that topping. It's really like a delicious meal in an ear of corn. It takes that corn and just lifts it to new heights. Salty, creamy, spicy. Yum. Not to be missed. If you're in Mexico, go there. If you're having a summer party, get this on your menu. Sopas are one of my favorites. Beef sopas are right in front of us. Look at this. Great shredded beef with some spices, some cilantro creme, queso fresco, salsa rojo, cilantro. A decadent bite. With that corn mesa boat, it becomes beautiful, and it's a taste of Mexico right there. Now, this is a very, very, very beautiful dish. This is mole chicken taquitos. Chicken taquitos are a corn tortilla wrapped with that spiced herbed chicken, fried to the crisp, and then covered in mole. Now, mole, there are more than 25 types of mole in Mexico alone, depending on where you're from. Family recipes are huge. The abuela passes it down from generation to generation. That's how you learn it. You work with those ingredients. Your spirit goes into them. And mole is a wonderful example of that. This one happens to be a little bit sweeter. Most people think that there's chocolate in mole. Well, there is in this one. And there's also peanuts and some nice herbs of cinnamon and clove and garlic. It's not super sweet. It's not sugary, but it's herbaceously sweet and creamy. And it's got a spice element. This is truly, honestly, a homemade treat that if you can find it, there is nothing as decadent and indulgent than a homemade mole. So many times, chili rellenos are with poblanos, but we've already showed a dish with poblanos and cheese. This one is a classic Mexican dish that they actually eat in Mexico, and it's jalapenos stuffed with the cheese. And I'm going to tell you that it definitely has more spice. So I usually like to top it with my cilantro creme again, because I need a little coolant and a little lime. But this is a crispy shell, and there's egg white in the batter to make it nice and light and fluffy. That is crunchy and crispy and creamy inside and spicy. And with the cilantro creme and the lime, you got it all going on. What a brilliant array. We will be right back with so many more beautiful recipes.
Watch full-length episodes of KDO's Food Carnival television show live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. or on demand on the OTT Network Women's Broadcast Television Network at WBTVN.tv or on the Roku channel Women on TV. Download the free app Women on TV for your iPhone or Android. Katie's show also airs at 7 p.m. Friday nights in Chicago on Comcast Channel 392. Follow Katie on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at KTOFoodCarnival.com. That's the letters KTO, foodcarnival.com.